RNG drops. It's what every single Hypixel Skyblock player dreams of. But getting them is easier said than done. Most people don't associate me with RNG drops. That's because most of the time to get RNG drops, you actually have to play the game. But as I'm sure some of you will know, I am trying to get better. And let me tell you today, we hit the jackpot. But this is how we got there. Well, around about 7 months ago, I uploaded a video called 5 minutes of insane Rev Slayer progression. We started the video on Rev Slayer 6 and ended on Rev Slayer 7. However well I thought I was doing at the time, I'm sure we can all agree this was probably not 5 minutes of the most insane Rev Slayer progression you've ever seen. And that's how it stayed for quite a while. I stayed at Rev Slayer 7 for the best part of probably about 6 months. And the reason for that is just because I had very little interest in Slayers whatsoever, especially Revs. I just saw it as a chore. But I'll tell you what definitely isn't a chore. Subscribing to the channel, become part of the 23%. Pressing that subscribe button really is one click. Anyway, around about a month and a half ago, I decided to actually progress a little bit. And in this video, I was carried from Rev Slayer 7 to Rev Slayer 8. Okay, so what we're talking about, boys. Click to collect. Yeah. What up, YouTube, what up?
Wait, let me be there.
And yes, I was carried to Rev 8. I don't know why I thought I couldn't do my own bosses, but for whatever reason, I thought I couldn't do my own bosses. But in all honesty, they're really not too hard. Of course, that would happen when I try to show you that I can do them. Anyway, over the past week or so, Aatrox has been the mayor, so it would have been rude not to take advantage of that. We set out on the missions to go from Rev Slayer 8 to 9, and potentially drop something cool. Spoiler alert. Anyway, during Aatrox, when I learned that I could do my own bosses, we did a little bit of a stream. Shh. I don't know why I just thought that was something better than it actually is. I mean, off the first drop, that's good, right? That's good off the first drop. We'll definitely take it. I mean, I don't even know how much Shadow the Shred is selling for at the moment. Oh, 12 mil. You know what? You know, I could just quit here and I've profited. Amazing. Turn up bitrate. I could try. Why is it so laggy, man? Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I got another Shadow of the Shredded. Okay. That's kind of cool. So yeah, on stream we dropped 2 shards, which is pretty good. Collectively 24 to 25 mil. Not quite the Warden Heart. And we also didn't quite get to Slay level 9. Now of course, the complete utter brainiac that I am, I didn't record getting to Slay level 9. But you can believe me, I am Slay level 9. Now, realistically, there's 3 ways that you can drop a Warden Heart. So there's loot sharing it off somebody else, so you help to kill somebody else's boss, and you loot share it off them. It's pretty rare to get, but it can happen. Secondly, you can just get very lucky, and based off the 0.0138% chance of getting it, it is pretty unlikely to happen too. Or you can fill your RNG Slayer XP meter, which is, as you can see, just over 3.6 million XP, which does take quite a while, and then you're guaranteed to drop the heart. Now, understandably, fairly few players actually drop it from loot sharing, but it is possible. Most people just drop it just through being lucky, basically. Most people don't fill the RNG meter up all the way. People usually get lucky before that happens. And getting all the way to Slay level 9, of course, gave me quite a lot of stored XP. So I thought it would be rude not to just go until I got a heart. Which, of course, once again, caught me a little bit off guard. I didn't really expect to drop heart, and I wasn't recording. Now, I have this little program called Medal that can then clip like the last 60 seconds of gameplay, which wasn't open. So when I tried to clip it, nothing happened. So unfortunately, I only have the aftermath. Oh! Well... I'm so happy!
You dropped it sooner than I did.
What was that, like 1.15 million XP? Well, you know what? I was going to make a video soon, but I think it's sorted. I think it's fine. I think I can just get away with this.
My head hurts now. That scared me.
And it's funny how I didn't even realise, but you were just like...
There's a warden hurt there! You realized that you were like...
I don't even know how much they're worth. By Darden. Let's hurry. 144 mil. That's absolutely splendid.
That's beautiful.
Right, I'm gonna list it for 140. Absolutely splendid. Oh yeah, I've spawned, if you wanna just come and hit it. Now, I've got to say, I can't imagine how boring and mind-numbing it would have actually been if I had a majority of the grinding on my own. And I know a lot of players do grind on their own, especially with Slayers. But not only does grinding with someone else speed it up, it just makes it more fun in general. Like, you kill their boss, you get a chance of loot sharing an item from them, and you also get combat XP towards your own boss, and the same goes for them. Just makes it quicker for both of you, and it's nowhere near as mind-numbing. Now, quite honestly, before I actually started grinding revs, I've never really been a fan of Slayers. And to be honest, I've always really disliked it. I don't know though, there was something about this grind that was actually quite fun. Not something that majority of the time I even associate with Skyblock. Which is quite sad, but it was quite refreshing. And also, I guess it makes it slightly better if you do end up getting a good drop and a few other decent drops. And also, the sheer amount of Skyblock XP that you actually get just for purely leveling your Slayers up is pretty nice. Not just Skyblock levels, but also combat. I'd say you probably got my combat level up a good 2 or 3 levels, which is pretty good too. Now, what I would say is, what I've found is that Rev Slayers is substantially more entertaining and just way better to do than Sven. Sven's Slayer is slow and honestly just quite painful. Have you ever been in a situation where, you know when you get the mini-bosses that spawn of the wolves and you just can't hit them because they're running around so quick? Yeah, I can't relate either.
Because I have a bunch of griffin feathers. Eagleton, are you gonna do some griffin grinding?
No.
have you gone that?
Please record that, please. I beg of you.
Anyway, so yeah, we dropped the heart, and I'm selling the heart. It's still not sold, and I've undercut by 5 mil. That's besides the point. Honestly, a big factor to me doing revs at all, or slays at all, was the fact that Aatrox was mayor. And usually I don't really take advantage or any notice of mayors. I don't know what made me want to take advantage of Aatrox, but it was definitely a good starting point. I can quite happily sit there and just grind revs now. But anyway, that pretty much wraps up today's video. We finally got that Warden Heart. I'm very happy about it. Like I said before, I got it at around about 1.15 million XP stored, which in the grand scheme is actually pretty good. Anyway, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.